Hey everybody, Coach Edwards here with LacrosseGoalieTips.com and LacrosseGoalieUniversity.com. And this week I got a question on how should we deal with bad lacrosse coaches? And specifically, how do you deal with bad goalie coaches? A few weeks ago, this came from really a few weeks ago, my post about why stepping to the ball is wrong. Got a lot of great feedback on that, a lot of emails, thank you, a lot of good comments and Facebook shares. But the question came from, well, what do I do basically with if my coach either is a bad coach or is teaching me different stuff? And so this is where, on the teleseminar I did in the month of April, I talked about this in great deal, and I'm just going to touch on it here. You know, bad coaches go in a couple categories. One, there are just coaches who are just bad, and that's really unfortunate, but not uncommon. There's a lot of coaches out there that mean well, but they're just overwhelmed. You know, a lot of coaches are volunteers, you know, and they've got all sorts of stuff to deal with. They've got full-time jobs. They've got kids to deal with, and then they've got to figure out offense, defense, and goaltending. And usually what happens with the goalies is a lot of coaches don't know what to do anyway, so they just let the goalies do their own thing. That's one category coach. The second category coach is a coach that is teaching bad stuff. And that can either be out of their own ignorance, like they just don't know what they don't know, or they've got outdated information. And that's the whole reason why Lacrosse Goalie Tips exists, is because I want to help you have like up-to-date, cutting-edge information. And I'm not afraid to kind of buck the old school, you know, stepping to the ball mentality that really hasn't improved over the years while the game has changed, okay? So with those two categories of coaches, I find that, you know, with my Lacrosse Goalie University members, I will actually be in communication with some of our goalies' coaches. Not all of them, but some of them. And what I find is a lot of coaches just are thankful to know that their goalie is taken care of by somebody who knows what they're doing. So if you're a goalie who's going out and you are seeking information and you are going to camps and you are proactive, then your coach is going to coach you differently than if you were just like a bump on the log and you're not doing anything. So I think if you're a parent or a coach or an athlete who's listening to this video, you're of the more proactive type. So what I recommend is get with your coach. And you really need to have that relationship with your coach in so many ways. The goalie, in so many ways, needs to have that relationship with their coach. Talk to your coach and say, hey, listen, coach, this is how I was taught to do this, or I'm working with Jonathan at Lacrosse Goalie Tips, and I'm a member of Lacrosse Goalie University, whatever. You know, this year I worked with a college goalie who the team invested in my tier 2 coaching package, and every month we did a goalie critique, and I was in correspondence with the coaches about that goalie and ways to improve, not just for the goalie, but we also got into dealing with defenses and slides and clears and things like that, which is something that I've done in the past as well. So, you know, if you are a proactive goalie and you can go to your coach, you really need to have some sort of relationship with them and say, listen, coach, this is what I'm working on. This is what I need to do. The third type of coach is just a stubborn SOB who just doesn't want to learn and doesn't have the time for you. And if you've got a coach like that, I feel for you. But here's the thing. If you are working on technique things, or if you are working on, you know, if your coach is telling you that you should be moving to the ball differently than what I'm telling you, or that another coach is telling you, the bottom line is like, what's happening to your save percentage? Is your save percentage improving? Yes or no? That is really the indicator on if your technique is working for you. With one caveat, if your technique, if you're trying something new and you fail for a little bit and you have bad results, that doesn't mean the technique is bad. That means just your adoption of that new technique is slow. So keep that in mind. So hopefully, you know, you're going to fall into one of those three categories of coaches. I hope that you can develop a relationship with your coach where you say, listen, coach, this is what I'm learning, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm trying it. And that coach says, hey, all right, let's try it that way for a little bit. Let's see if it works. And if not, let's change things and move ahead. All right? Because in the end, there's no right or wrong. There's just learning. So stay positive and stay cool with it, and it all should be good. If you've got a question or clarification on this, you email me, Coach Edwards at LacrosseGoalieTips.com. I hope your season's going fantastic. To all my Lacrosse Goalie University members out there, hello, and thanks for watching. As always, 4 new videos in Lacrosse Goalie University for our members, so check it out, and be sure to get on the free teleseminar. If you can't make it live, make sure you sign up to get the free audio, and I'm here to help, and I love it, and I love sharing it with you, and I'm glad you're here listening. Talk to you soon. Cheers.